Hey, so today on Cooking on the Fly, it's all about the yellow. I'm going to talk about the benefits of yellow foods. A lot of them are full of vitamin C, potassium, antioxidants, and iron. So I'm going to show you what I found. So I have some golden potatoes. These are rich in potassium and they have energy from the carbohydrates. Golden raisins. These have iron and antioxidants. Organic cheese has calcium and vitamin B12 for energy. Egg has protein, choline, and is a healthy fat. Banana has potassium for heart health and is a natural energy booster, especially post-workout. Corn on the cob has fiber for digestion and is good for eye health. Yellow squash is a low-calorie food, good for digestion, skin, and hydration. Yellow bell pepper is loaded with vitamin C. It's anti-inflammatory and immune boosting. I have a lemon slice. Lemon is great for the liver. Lemon has vitamin C. It's going to be used as my garnish today. I threw in this just for fun, just because it's a fun little snack. I also have a couple spices here. This is grated dried ginger. This is great for nausea and inflammation. Turmeric, what can I say about turmeric? It's an anti-inflammatory powerhouse. It's rich in antioxidants. It's a digestive helper. It helps with your joints. It's a natural detox, helps your immune system, and it's also a brain booster. Now this activity is a great way to get kids interested in healthy foods and to get them to try new things. You can take them to the grocery store and turn this into a mini scavenger hunt. Let them pick the foods, explain to them the health benefits, and turn it into an activity that they'll really love. So I filled my pot with filtered water. I'm going to make some potato pancakes. I'm going to start by making mashed potatoes, so I'm going to cut these up small and I'm going to boil them in the pot. So I'm going to turn the heat on and I'm going to boil these potatoes. And then I'm going to put the lid on and simmer them until they're nice and soft. So while my potatoes are cooking, I'm going to cut up my squash and my bell pepper. So I've got my peppers and my squash cut up in here. Now you can count me with your picky eaters because I don't really like yellow squash, but I will be eating it because of the health benefits. So it's going to take a little while to cook those potatoes. So I'm going to snack on this. Sadly, this will not make it to the plate, but I do want to show you the label on it. It only has 3 ingredients. Apples, pears, and mangoes. Now there is a lot of natural sugar in this. There are 0 grams of added sugar, so all the sugar comes from fruit. So this is a nice healthy snack for kids for their lunch boxes. As you can see, it's not yellow, so I'm just going to eat it. It also comes with a fun little trading card. These are a nice little energy boost right before a workout. While I'm waiting, I'm going to prepare my corn. That'll be my other side dish. So this is not going to fit in the pot that I have, so I'm going to chop it down. I'm going to cut it about right here. I'm just going to score it all the way around. Then you can just break it right in half. I'll put this aside. Now you can't have corn without butter, So keeping with our yellow theme here, I've got some nice creamy Kerrygold butter. Butter is a really healthy fat. I use a lot of it. Now I'm not going to be using this today, but I just wanted to show it to you. Pineapple. Pineapple is great for digestion. It's got enzymes in it. It's just really healthy for you. It does have a high sugar content, so I don't eat it all the time, but in the summertime, I really love fresh pineapple. Now this is dried pineapple. Sweet orange and kiwi. Actually, it says bittersweet orange. So I've had these before. They're really tasty. They're great for trail mix, but I just wanted to show you another healthy snack. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, you really want to avoid those excess sugars, and you really should stick to lemons, limes, berries, and Granny Smith apples. I would only have those fruit if you're trying to lose weight until you get to your weight loss goals, and then you can add a little bit of the rest of them in. But that would be my advice to anyone trying to lose weight. Now you can see the potatoes are boiling. I turned the heat down a little bit already. I filled a second pot with filtered water. Now I really would like to have a lid for this, but I only have one lid and this is it. So I'm going to cook my corn without the lid for now and see what happens. I'm just going to put them right in here and boil this water. After it starts boiling, I will also turn it down and simmer, but I expect the corn to be done before the potatoes, and we'll come back and check it in a little while. Now, while I'm waiting for my corn and my potatoes to finish cooking, I'm going to start grating up my cheese. So I have my cheese grater here. I don't recommend this one. This one is really hard to clean, you can imagine, so try and avoid this one. This is about a half cup, maybe 3-4 ounces of cheese. I'm going to set this in the fridge until we're ready to use it. And then I'm going to slice up some cheese slices. Maybe I'll do that now. And I'm just going to set this in the fridge until we're ready to use it. So I'm going to drain my potatoes. Looks good. I'm going to mash these up. As you can see, I left the skins on. It doesn't matter if you peel them or not. Now I'm going to let these cool. They're a little hot right now, so I'm going to wait until they're just a little warm to the touch, and then we'll do the next step. Okay, now I've never made potato pancakes before, so this will be really interesting. So I'm going to take my potatoes and empty them into this bowl. That way I have more room to stir. Going to take my egg and put it in here. And my cheese. Some turmeric. Salt and pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of almond flour in there just to help hold this together. Just a little there. I'm going to mix all this up. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Got some avocado oil. I'm just going to oil up my skillet. Before I cook the potato pancakes, I'm going to cook my vegetables. Going to season these. This is where I'm going to use my ginger. Now while that's cooking, I'm going to cut up my canary melon. I'm going to admit, I've never tried this melon. I don't even know if it's yellow on the inside. It was an impulse buy. I'm not a big fan of melons. I've tried cantaloupe. I've tried other kinds of melons. The only melon I've found that I really like is watermelon. So this is something brand new for me. Let's see what it looks like. Got the big knife. Oh, it's pretty easy to cut. Look at that. It doesn't really have a strong smell to it. Not even sure how you're supposed to eat this, so I'm going to cut the peel off of it. I'm just going to chop these up in small chunks. Put them in a bowl. I'm going to put this aside. So these look like they're done. I'm just going to put them on the plate. Here's one of our side dishes. Going to oil up my pan once again. I'm going to take my potato mixture and I'm just going to kind of make a little ball out of it here. I'm going to press this down. Now I'm just going to let these cook a couple minutes per side until I think they might be a little brown on the bottom. And then we'll flip them. I flipped this one just to see how done it was on the bottom. I flipped it prematurely, as you can see. So I'm going to let this one cook a little bit longer. I'm going to put some cheese slices on my plate. While I'm waiting for that to cook, I'm going to take my golden raisins and put some of them in here with these melons. That's what we have. Just going to mix some in there. Now eventually I'm going to add my banana to this, but the banana will start to oxidize, so I'm going to do that last. Look at that. You can see it's starting to fall apart a little bit. I would recommend using a little more flour, maybe a 1/4 cup. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in here. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to peel my banana. I'm going to take my lemon garnish and I'm going to rub it on the banana in order to keep it from oxidizing. You can do this with apples and peaches. It'll keep them nice looking if you're going to store them in the fridge. I'm going to put these in the bowl with my other fruit. And I'm going to mix this up. Put some on my plate. Let's put this over here. I'm going to store this in the fridge. My plate is almost full already. So this looks nice and golden. I'm going to put this on the plate. Got my corn. I'm going to put that right here. I'm going to butter it up. I'm also going to put some butter on my pancake. And now the salt. And there we have it, yellow. I never thought cooking the rainbow would be this much fun. So I just wanted to give a little update after I've finished this meal. I really thought it turned out fantastic. I was a little worried about the yellow squash and the canary melon because those are two things I don't normally eat. I'm happy to say that the peppers and the yellow squash were really delicious. I would 100% eat that again, and it's a good thing because I have some left. Also, the melon. Now, it kind of reminded me of the green melon. I don't know what kind of melon that is, but it was a lot milder flavor. And it didn't really taste like the orange muskmelon or cantaloupe. It had a very mild flavor, and I really enjoyed the flavor of it paired with the bananas and the golden raisins. It gave it just a little more sweetness. So yes, I'm happy to say that I really enjoyed that as well. Everything else is stuff that I normally eat. Minus the potatoes. I only eat potatoes every once in a while when I'm working out because it's a lot of carbs. And the banana, same for that as well. So if you're trying to lose weight, this meal is probably not the right one for you. But it is a healthy meal if you've already reached your weight loss goals. So see you next time when we do green.